Okay, I just got home from work. It's August 1st, Tuesday, and it's 2:15. Bigfoot's were up while I was gone. Uh, First thing I noticed was, okay, there. This is how the porch was for the last few days. They haven't been up since Saturday, so a couple days without any activity, but this is how I left the porch. And this is how, or this is what they did. They took the bolt and washer and nut, it's all together there, the one on the left, and put it in the magnetic bowl. Actually, I used to have that in there at one point. And they angled the two wrenches. They're so cute. I think that's all they did up here, and then over here at the gifting board, they brought that little rabbit back. This little guy. And they took him from over here. They're just so awesome. Okay, then this. This is a little bit interesting because last night I put my handprint back in it because a bird got in there and walked all over it. And so I redid it. Smoothed it out, put my handprint back in it again, and then the bird got back in it. So this morning, my handprint was there. You know, it was a little bit not as good as it was yesterday, but it was there, and there was little bird prints. Now, it's totally smoothed out, and there's a stick in it that wasn't there. So, I wonder if they smoothed that out. I don't know how else it could have got smoothed out, unless they did it. That's interesting. I think I'm gonna put a stick in it, a bigger stick, and draw in it with the stick and leave a stick in it. See if they do anything with that. Okay, it wasn't holding any shapes that I would make in it because it was too dry, so I wet it down a little bit. I made a Y in it, and I left a stick in it. So we'll see if they use the stick to do anything, or move it, or what they'll think of the Y. Here's something I missed when I was out here earlier. This is how the dolls were on the 30th. So, this is the first, 2 days ago. The Bigfoot dolls were angled. I missed this, but they straightened them out. So now they're straight. Now they did this one other time. I remember they had angled them and then they straightened them. So I don't know if it's one of them likes them straight and one likes them angled, or if they just like to move things around. But they did angle those. It's interesting. Okay, I think that's everything. This is Wednesday, August 2nd, 2 p.m. This morning I came out and I didn't find any changes. The sand looked pretty much the same as it did last night. I didn't see many changes at all. That's pretty much how it was. Now I just came out here at 2 o'clock and it is like this. The Y is gone and that little stick is moved up to the top of the sand. So here it is. Like I said, the Y was here and that little stick was down here this morning. Now it's gone. The Y is gone and the stick is moved. Now, when I first found that stick in here yesterday, I wondered if they used that to brush away my handprint and the little bird prints that were in there. And now that it's moved up there, I'm wondering if that's what they're doing. If they're taking that, swiping it like this. This is becoming interesting to me for reasons other than what I thought would happen. It seems that they keep erasing what's in here instead of copying what I do, which is what I was hoping they would do. They're like getting rid of it. Okay, it's 6:51 p.m. Jim just mowed, so he left the door open. I have no idea if they were in there or not, but I wanted to make a record of that just in case they bring something back or whatever. But the main thing I wanted to show is this. This is how I decided to set it up. I wet it down, put my footprint in it, and I put that little stick back that I think they put in there, and also left that big stick in there. It's Friday, August 4th, 4:45 p.m. Just got home. I'm checking the porch. First thing I've noticed is the magnetic bowl is not here. Okay. These are a little messed up due to the storm. I'll check here now. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Magnetic bowl is... oh my. Why is it there? What the heck? Why did they put it there? And there's a little tiny wrench. I wonder if that's Jim's. And what are these marks? Huh. Well, that's strange. Didn't expect that. Okay, apparently this is Jim's. So they were returning it, so I'm giving it back to Jim. Okay, this is August 5th. I just wanted to document something because I don't know for sure what's going on, but there's some weird stick things on the ground in front of our house, and I've been noticing it for the last couple days. We can't say for sure this is Bigfoot related, but it's really some odd things I'm going to point out. Now it looks like a trident, And we're thinking it's kind of strange that it's pointing right over there to that little locust grove where we think they hide. But then while we were out here, we just noticed this. It's another, like a trident. I mean, what are the odds on there being two trident sticks in our front yard right beside each other? So, and that one's pointing right at this one. That's a giant Y stick. So far today they haven't been up that I know of. Excuse me. We just noticed the stick stuck in the siding on the window.
Stuck in the J mold.
Stuck in the J mold. Okay. Don't know what that is, but could have fallen from the tree. Seems a little weird that it would have stuck in there like that. Don't you think so, Jim?
Little weird.
I mean, how many feet up is that? 2. I mean, if it didn't fall from the tree.
10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty. And it's the window where we sit right inside there too. Just right there's the couch. Okay. Oh my gosh, we just saw this. Jim found it. It's a cherry tomato and a little pepper. Picked from the garden. You know, I was out here a day or two ago, a couple days ago, I think. I picked a couple cherry tomatoes and I ate them. And I looked at one of those peppers, and I didn't pick it, but I looked at it.
Well, this
touched it.
Not even ripe. We've got ripe ones growing down there.
Wow. You think they picked those and put them there?
No, they probably fell from the tree.
They fell from the garden. Well, I wonder if they picked those for us. Like, here you go. We know you like this stuff. What do you think?
I don't know.
Crazy. I mean, none of us, we didn't pick them.
Well, if I picked them, I wouldn't leave them there.
Right? I know I didn't. We just had a very harrowing experience. My kitty was getting too far away. We don't like her to go very far. So Jim, yelled at her. She went running, and he saw her go, which she always, when she's in trouble, she runs back to the porch. He said he saw her run to the porch. And then we were back there for, I don't know, maybe a minute. Not very long. And we came around, and she was gone. We looked everywhere, all around the yard, several times, calling her. Nothing. And then I got a little desperate, and I stood over here, and I said to the Bigfoots, if you have my kitty, give her back. And I looked, And there she was, right at the edge of the fence. Like, she was right here. She never has gone in there. So, I'm wondering if they had her and they gave her back through the fence. I mean, they could be right back there and we'd never know it. So, I don't know if they knew what I said and they gave her back. I told them thank you. If they had her, thank you, and I love her. So, that's what happened. Now she's inside. She's my special cat. She's mine. I'm sure that the Bigfoot see me. She lays down with me when I take naps. She cuddles up on my legs. You know, I don't think they would hurt her, but I don't want I don't want her to disappear for any length of time. So that's what just happened. Glad that we found her. Whether it was them or not, I'm glad we found her. Okay, it's Tuesday, August 8th, 7:22 p.m. Okay. Here's what's been going on today. I went to work, came home, I checked everything out here a couple times since I've been home from work. I got home at about 3:30. And like I said, it's now 7:23 now. And we've been inside eating supper, and Jim came out and brought Amy outside. There she is for her nightly outside time. And I just got done doing some stuff on the computer and came out to be with him on the porch, and I thought, well, I'll run over here real quick and see if, anything's changed. And I got the best surprise. And I'll tell you one reason why is because I was so worried that they were upset with me when I told them it was on Saturday if they had Amy to give her back. Because I love her and stuff. So, anyways, I was afraid they were not liking me. Well, I walked around here and saw this. Is that not the cutest thing? Oh my god, and it's on that log. They have never put anything there, ever. That is the cutest thing. That is so awesome. I can't even stand it. It's right below the puppy. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Oh, it's a bobblehead. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, guys, that is the best gift. I love that. Thank you. That is awesome. Oh, that is too cute. Okay, it's August 9th. It's 8:11 a.m. I came out here earlier. The first thing that happened was I got up. It was like 7:30, something like that. Jim was still here before he went to work. And I was in the bedroom at that corner, the very corner of the house back there's the last window. That's our bedroom. The door was shut. I walked out, and Jim said, "Did you drop something in there and make a noise, like something hitting the house? And I was like, no. And he said, well, he heard it, and Amy also heard it. She looked out the window of the living room, out that direction. So we have no idea what that was, because we saw nothing fall or anything like that. So then I came out to investigate that, walked around the house, didn't see anything out of the ordinary. And then I got to the porch. First thing I noticed was that they're chimes from a wind chime I took off. They're separated, because I left them together like this. And yeah, now they're completely separated by, twos. Next thing I noticed was that this tomato was more like up against that Bigfoot doll. If I can find the picture quick enough here. Yes, there it is. It was pretty much up against it, so that moved a little bit. And then I realized, oh my gosh, the Bigfoot doll that's usually right here is gone. I thought, did they take it? Because they have never taken it before. And then I walked around here to look for it on the ground. Didn't see it on the ground. And then I noticed it was clear over there on the porch floor. So it's there. And it was up there. Now I'm wondering why it's down there. Is this them separating? I know they have taken one of the Bigfoot dolls away before, I think to isolate just this one and the girl. And sometimes it's that they'll isolate that one and the girl. And this one would get moved. So I don't know if that's what it is or what. But then I also noticed that this chair is almost up against the railing, and it was lined up with those ones over there. So it should be clear over there next to that chair. So I don't know why that would be moved. It's almost like, I can't imagine maybe if it was a little one, it climbed up there. That seems kind of odd to me, though. I have no idea for sure what this was all about. It's a new one. The only thing I'm thinking is that maybe these were meant to be isolated together. Because I think that sometimes I think this one represents a certain individual in the clan, and that one represents a certain individual in the clan. Just a guess, but could be. And I put these Y sticks here. They haven't seemed to move them or take them or anything, so. Alright, well that's it for now. I also just noticed a rock laying on the porch. How did that get there? And last night Amy was playing with a rock on the front porch. I'm going to walk around and see if it's still there. Yes, it's still here. Right at the edge of the porch. Here's the porch. there's my chair. And it's there. How in the world did a rock get there? I was wondering that last night. I thought, well, don't make too much of stuff. You know, don't overthink things, but it is a little strange. Okay. It's August 12th, 8:25 a.m. Okay, there's some weird stuff going on out here today. First of all, I left a piece of chalk. I drew a Y on the floor and I left a piece of chalk beside it about that long. And it's gone. It's rained a lot, but I don't think it could have disintegrated. I left other pieces of chalk out here and it rained and they didn't disintegrate, so anyways, that's gone. What's really weird is over here though, at the sandbox. Oh, before we go any further, I've been smelling the skunky smell as soon as I came out here. At sandbox, we got this going on. First of all, what's obvious is this dug hole right here. Okay, and then over here's another something. Looks like it was kind of dug out, but what the heck is this? Hold on, I'm going to have to hold. I'm trying to shine a light on it. That looks like a little tiny footprint, but I mean, we've been looking up raccoon, you know, like their back paw. I see no claws though. Nothing else even comes close to matching it. Nope, like a possum or a rabbit, none of that even comes close. And as you can see, there's only the one. And that little stick is moved too. It was laying straight where that line is. So, is that a little teeny tiny baby Bigfoot print? Because you can see toes. One, two, three. I can only clearly make out 4 though, so that's throwing things off to me. I mean, my first thought was that has to be an animal. Like a, I don't know what though. I'm going to measure it. I'm going to go get a measure and tape measure, and I'm going to see what the actual size is. That is I don't want to lay it on it. Three and 3/4, 4 inches long. Put it over here. I'd have to say that's 4 inches long. So that's not as small as I thought it was. Because I found 5-inch footprints in the back before. What I can't figure out is why, if it's an animal, why is there just one? Why wouldn't there be another paw print beside it somewhere in this, like another back foot, if that's what that is? Alright. Oh wait, I wanted to measure the width of it too. If that would be a Bigfoot print, the ball is 1.5 inches. The heel about the very, very end of it would be about 3/4 of an inch. And about the middle of the heel would be 1 inch. I don't know what else to do but measure it. I suppose I could try to cast it. I've never done that before though. Maybe that would tell more what this stuff is. Okay, after looking at these toes closer, I'm wondering if that might actually have been a perfect footprint. If I'm going to have to just put the flashlight down. If this was the toe, the big toe, which is, it would have to be, that would be a left foot. If whatever this is fell into it and it's covering up, so I can see 1, 2, 3, it would be the 4th and the 5th, the big toe and the one beside it is covered up with the sand. So I'm wondering if it would have been a perfect footprint, if not for that sand that got dug falling into it. I'd just like to say that if that is a little baby footprint from a Bigfoot, that would kind of go along with my feeling that whenever the porch is messy, that there's a little one been coming up. So, I mean, nothing was messed with last night, but maybe they just wanted to investigate the sandbox, so I smoothed it out and put my footprint in there. Okay, now, decided since I got my diary all caught up, I'm going to go exploring today. First thing I'm going to do is check out this locust grove back here. Jim and I were in there months ago, but I want to go today, so I'll let you know if I find anything. Okay, first of all, I'm seeing a little path coming into it from the field. I came in right over there. And I'm also seeing what looks like footsteps. 1, 2, maybe a third one there. I'm going to head back in there. Oh, I think I see a... There's a broken branch. Ouch. Oh, there's another one. Just hanging there. And that one too. Something's been sitting right there. There's another branch. There's There's another broken branch. Ouch. There's another one. And look, this goes, you can go right through here. Out that way right there, and you're back in the field. See, that branch is just hanging there. Just like the other 2 or 3. Oh, and there's one snapped off. Oh, and there's one hanging. Wow. Can you see that? Yeah. There's 2 branches hanging. Another one. Looks like someone stepped there with a Bigfoot. Twice as big as mine. And then there. And I just followed a trail. Again, it looks like something was stepping right there. Foot shape. I'm at the bottom of the hill. Our house is right up there. See, that's the dump right there. There's one of those perfect little Y sticks that I talk about. Yeah, see? I'll put it back. I'm not going to keep it. You might want it there for a reason. Okay, I was just ready to cross this fence. This is the area that the odd sound from the woods came from. And there's a bunch of hairs caught in it. I have no idea what they are. They're pretty long. Those ones are blondish looking, and that one's coarse and black. Oh, and there's more. Wow, that's multicolored. Oh, wow. Well, I think I'll collect them. Could be cow, deer, I don't know. But I'm going to collect them. If you could see the multicolors of that one. Oh, that's interesting. Nice little triangle. Go over here and shoot it. And this would be the exact spot where I keep hearing that sound come from. Oh. See, this is the spot where I hear the sounds come from. Right there's the house. I can see the front porch. You can see right where I sit, too. My chair is right there. Just got back from my walk and I saw this laying here on the railing. It wasn't here this morning. It's a little piece of wood. I wonder if they put that there. And I just knocked some, I don't know if that's dirt. Like it might have been on the ground. I casted those prints. Well, the one I think is a print. The other ones I'm not sure what they are. Before I went on my walk and brought them in. So I'm waiting for them to cure and I'll clean them off. And then I'll make a video what that looks like. I'm thinking that is a footprint. That little tiny one right there. Okay, the cast dried enough that I could rinse it. And it is the most adorable little thing I've ever seen. You can see padding here. Like that. That's the toes and this is where the foot. Ball of the foot is right here. Little tiny heel. It's a little under 4 inches long. What I think happened was it had 1 foot out of the box and it stepped 1 foot into the sand and then it was digging with its hands those other 2 holes. So that is so cute. Turned out better than I thought it would. But there it is. Tiny, tiny little footprint. I think what happened too is, so you can see the big toe and these 2 toes, especially the little toe. Sand had fallen and obscured these toes here, so I'm pretty sure that's what happened from where it was digging. So that's my first print and it's I love it. I mean my first casted print. So yeah, my thoughts of there might be a little tiny one coming up and playing and being messy. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. It is Sunday, August 13th, 7:20 a.m. Before I even come out here, I know stuff happened last night. We had company, so I couldn't come out and monitor things like I wanted to. But Jim came out a couple times after it had gotten dark. There's chipmunks and rabbits all over the yard. Sorry, it just made me laugh. But he came out to see if there was supposed to be like a meteor shower last night, so he kept coming out to check it because he wanted to see it. One of the times he came out and checked it, and I guess he was standing here, and behind the tree he heard a huff, and it scared the crap out of him. And he came back in, and he didn't come back out. But at somewhere around 11:30-ish, I went to bed and I peeked out here to see if anything had happened. And sure enough, this wrench has moved. It was connected up here onto the nut. I was trying to show him how to do things like this. I mean, the application of a screwdriver and the bolt or whatever it's, trying to work with. And I had that to show that it fits there. So they took it off and laid it over here. So I know they were up here last night. And it's interesting that they were up here while we had company. Wouldn't have thought that they would have done that. Okay, it's August 13th. It's a Sunday and it's 6:23 p.m. We had the garage open all day because we moved the car out because Jim was going to work on his tool bench, which he did. He's got it part way done. I've been inside all day. Not all day, but for the last while. And I just came out to check around. And I see a couple things. And I've already asked Jim. He said he didn't do it. First of all, I guess I'll start here. Several days ago, I put that baby doll in a bag that I had hanging on that screw, and it's been there and had those game pieces in it too. Now it's on the floor. Jim said he didn't knock it off. So, I mean, it's not ripped like it fell, so it had to be taken off of that screw because it was hanging on that hole right there. There's also a burr on the floor right beside it. And that's interesting because several days ago, going up the steps to the front porch, Jim said, "Did you see those burrs, which were just like those?" Or that one. He said, "I wonder how those burrs got on the front steps." And I was like, "I don't know, that's kind of weird." And now there's one right beside those where it got knocked off. Or taken off. Taken off the screw. The other thing is this. I made this Y. I put a piece of chalk out here Saturday. I believe it was Saturday. And it was one piece. I think Jim stepped on it last night when he came out here in the dark. So it's been in two pieces since then. However, I don't remember there being a mark, which there wasn't. I went back and looked at the picture and no mark. There's a little bit of a mark here and this mark. Looks like something took the chalk and picked it up and made that mark with it. I'm trying to find the picture where I left it here the other night. Let's see. There it is. See, no marks. Like I said, it's been in two pieces since last night, but there were no marks. So I'm thinking they picked that up and made a mark or two. I'm in the front yard, and this is pretty crazy. There has been a big Y stick laying right here, approximately right here, in front of that window. That's where we sit, right in there. It's a couch. Now the video that I did titled "Did Bigfoot Borrow My Cats and Other Weird Stuff in the Yard," I'm pretty sure that Y stick was laying right here. And now look where it is. On the ledge of the siding, leaned up against that window. And it's It has to be tucked behind there a little bit, just to hold it up. That is crazy. And cool. Crazy cool. That's the same window that we said we saw that at there too in that video. So, I mean, I know I just saw that within the last couple of days, laying here on the ground still. So, that is cool. That is really cool. It's Wednesday, August 16th, and it's 8 a.m. I've already been out here, and I walked around, and I thought nothing happened. Got right here, looked down there, nothing happened. I was a little disappointed. Then I looked up here, and there's a pokeberry in the food basket. How cool is that? Okay, it's almost 4 o'clock, and I came out to get the mail, and I got it, and I walked over here to the edge of the yard. I just wanted to, be outside for a little bit. I walked over here, and this is where we hear them. See, that's the back porch and that little gifting area. But we hear stuff coming out of here a lot. But anyways, I was just standing here looking at this flower. I threw it out. I thought it was dead, and it's growing. And so anyways, I was just standing here looking at that. Everything was real quiet and still. And from back in there, I heard something stir. Something really big. Like maybe I woke something up. I thought, well, maybe there's a cow like on the other side of the fence or something. So I walked around there and I looked, and I don't see any cows at all. So I don't know what that was back in there. It was like definitely something big. Last evening, we had eaten our supper. We were inside just chilling out, and Jim decided to come out to the garage. He came out, and this is what he said. He wrote this down for me, so I would get it right. He went to the garage to check his gas in his mower. He walked over to the can, and he brought it back to fill the tank on the mower. Then he took the can back around the car, and he walked back and picked up some garbage and busted out the door and took the garbage to the receptacle, which was over at the edge of the yard that he'd taken out already. Well, while he was doing that, I wondered where he went. So I came out here and I started walking this way, and I was looking for him, and I got to about right here, and I saw something move, like right there, like a blur. It was, unless it was my eyes playing tricks on me, it was like something moving so fast that it was a blur, and it was big. And I came out here, and I didn't see anything. I went back and looked around in there. I didn't see anything. But it was weird. I wonder if, like, they thought we were in the living room, and they came up and were doing stuff at the edge of the garage, And then Jim going out real quick and me coming out this way. I wonder if it surprised him and they took off. But wow, whatever it was moved fast. Unless my eyes are playing tricks on me. But I thought I would put that in here for the record because it was pretty weird. I'm back behind the fence. See, the garage is right there. That's where I heard the movement earlier today. I want to come back here and look around. I can't get through there because it's too thick. But on my way there, this is where Amy appeared, right in through here somewhere. But you see, in here, there's a little space between the fence and these pokeberries. There's something to get in there. I don't know if that's showing or not. I was wondering if they were in there and that's how they had her and then put her back through the fence. But, let's see what we got going on over here. See, that's all really thick. There's a broken branch. There's a little bit of a spot right there. Yeah, it's a little bit of a... See, there's an arched little limb. There's a bit of an area where something could sit, and there's stuff smashed down, too. We'll see if I can get it around. See how thick that is? Ouch. Something's been walking up in there. There's a couple broken sticks too. There's a little bit of a path going back in there.